Welcome back, welcome back. Well, this is the time of year that all entertainment lovers wait for, the awards season. People thanking their mothers for everything. But this year, things are different. The US writers' strike, which started last November, is already responsible for cancelling the Golden Globes ceremony. And who knows what will happen even to the Oscars. Well, joining me today to talk about that and the state of the film industry worldwide is the legendary German film director, winner of many of the most precious film awards in the world, Wim Wenders. Wim, welcome. And congratulations. In London at the moment, they're flooding along to watch your whole oeuvre, as people say. 30 major movies, yes?
30 of them at the British Film Institute, yeah.
And your favourite?
Oh, it's like kids. You can't.
Yeah, you're picking a favourite child. Then.
Yeah. Sometimes, as a film director, you prefer the children of yours that haven't done so well, because the others, they can take care of themselves. So, yeah. But my own favourites are the weakest.
Yes. And at the same time, looking back to your early films, what lessons do you get from that? Is it just pleasure, or why did I do that, or what?
Sometimes it's rather the opposite. How did I do that? And would I still have that in me? It's scary sometimes that you realize you wouldn't know how to do that anymore. I mean, you learn, and experience is sometimes good, but it's often also a burden.
Yeah. But often you think, I maybe couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, because I was innocent, I was naive. I did things that, well, I wouldn't know the recipe or the formula anymore.
You're not innocent and you're not naive anymore.
I try my best.
And what do you feel when you hear things like the Golden Globes? You were nominated for a Golden Globe, weren't you, for Paris, Texas? What do you, when you hear that, is that worrying? Is the chaos in the film industry worrying? Is the strike, the writers' strike in Hollywood, is that worrying?
It is not worrying, I feel. Eventually they sort it out, and it's not the first writer's strike. And every now and then the question is put, where do writers stand in relation to producers and directors and actors? And I think it's important that they speak up every now and then, because a good script, especially in Hollywood, is still the basis of the decision if a film is made or not. More than anything else, more than the cast, and probably even more than the director.
The script, yeah.
In Hollywood,
first.
yes.
Yeah.
Not necessarily everywhere else, but in Hollywood, story is everything.
And is the film industry around the world stronger than it was a few years ago, or not?
I think it is stronger because the independent cinema all over the world, not just in Europe, but also in Asia, has become stronger. And a lot of small countries that didn't make movies anymore are producing strong films. Like in Europe, for instance, Romania, the last winner of the Palme d'Or, film that opens today, 4 months, 3 weeks, very strong film. And who would have thought that people would, all over the world, would go see a Romanian film?
Yes, that's astonishing. And in terms of the going to see phrase there, do you see, is it a threat? Is the DVD a threat to films, or a threat to the cinema as such? Because actually in this country the sales of DVDs have rocketed, but the attendance at the cinema is still growing a bit, slowly, but...
It is dwindling everywhere, and it might be a certain threat to theaters, and considering that theaters, cinemas had a huge boost in the 90s, and they built multiplexes as if there was no tomorrow, thinking it was going to go and grow and grow. I think it has done some damage to theaters, but on the other hand, if I had a choice, if people were going to see my movie on television or on a DVD, I'd rather like them to watch it on DVD, because I think it'll be better presented. I love DVDs myself. I'm a collector. I love owning the movie and seeing it when I want to, and I like seeing the extra chapters and what my colleagues have decided to cut out, and the commentaries. I think it's a fabulous tool. It's like owning a book, more or less. And it's good that films can be considered like books.
Yeah. And so DVD gets the vote over the actual cinema in your eyes?
I think in the long run, producers and directors are not worse off than before, even if the cinema is shrinking a little bit. They can finance their movies still via DVD releases. I think in the overall, the potential audience is growing through the DVDs, not dwindling.
Yeah, and still the cinema will survive. I suppose courting couples need the cinema rather than watching a DVD in front of their parents, don't they?
I think it's much better to be in the dark in a theater,
yeah,
if you have a crush on somebody.
And well, it's been great to have you with us, Wim. Really,
So David, it's a pleasure.
Really terrific. Hope you'll come back and see us again.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thanks a lot.
We'll be right back.